Hello everybody and welcome back to another Train Sim World 6 video. We have something new. Yes, I am leaving Long Island and we are heading north to Connecticut. We are going to Stamford. This is the new Northeast Corridor, Stamford, New York to Stamford. And this also introduces the new M8's into our wonderful world here, making the Northeast Corridor even more jam-packed. We are here at Grand Central Terminal. Make sure I do that. I don't want to make anybody mad, but you know, trains terminate here, all of them, so that makes sense. I have not fully finished setting it up. That's why we have the marker lights on. I don't know what platform I am on, if I'm on top or bottom. Right there, we got another M8 next to us. That is currently not in service. Now, I do have majority of the content needed to get the full experience. As we sit down, let me make sure my lights are on. Right off the bat, I've done a little bit of practicing in the M8 because even though I've driven all the other M unit vehicles, the 3, 7, and 9. M8 is slightly different. Not by much, by any means. Remember?
This is the train to Stamford. The next station is Harlem 125th Street.
There we go. I don't know why it wasn't working to get my charge up. There we go. It's charging up now. We can now officially leave. We can officially move up a little bit. Just get a little so this train does sound a little bit different, and unlike all the other content I've been putting out, this one actually has the PA announcements, so I don't have to add all that for you guys. Personally, though, I did enjoy adding it. It added an extra layer to it that wasn't there. Alright, so we can now speed up. Safety systems on this train are pretty much the same as the M7, M9 for Long Island. I will say I don't know if it's just how it is in real life or is it's a dovetail thing. But like the alarms will go off, and I'll try to slow down and acknowledge it so it doesn't set off the emergency brake, and it still does. I don't. It seems a little overly aggressive is what I'm looking for. Other than that, though, so far the little bit I've played, I've enjoyed this route a lot. It is very jam-packed, and the what was it? I had something witty, and then all of a sudden the Harlem, like for some reason Harlem Shake popped in my head with how the trains back up on how they did on the Harlem line. Unfortunately, that does carry over to this line, the Stamford line. I do hope that is something they address later on. It is kind of funny, though, and you just see trains lined up for no reason. Hopefully, we don't experience that problem. Just in case if anybody was wondering, weather conditions is dynamic. It's around 3 o'clock in-game, which is, 1500 if you know your military time. So, 3 o'clock in-game. I tried to make it as realistic as, at least time-wise. I left dynamic weather of when I'm actually recording it, which is a little bit later than 3 o'clock. It's like 3:30ish, but hey, we're good. So. Red dot is I think red dot is the actual speed limit. The blue one is the ATC. Either way you look at it, it is one of those things you have to go the slowest speed. Unlike the other units, I don't know what, like, those actually have meaning. I don't know them. I know there's some people that do. So I believe we are on the lower track. Be-doo, be-doo. Another train coming in. I do like the way this looks. I have ridden on the New Haven line in real life. A couple times. That's the wrong direction. I need minimum brake, not minimum power. But unfortunately, I was a lot younger, and this train did not exist. It was an M4, maybe an M6. They look identical to the naked eye. Now, I know they said that this took place in, like, 2015, which is kind of weird that it takes place then. But at the same time, I'm wondering if the older M units on this line still ran then, or were they completely phased out for these? Because I know how they operate. Like, Dovetail, like, there's a way that they could possibly add one of the older ones like they did with the M3 for Long Island later on, they would do it. I just don't know how that would work. It'd be like 5 other services get added to it. Considering how much I like variety, I wouldn't be completely... I'd be happy with that. Okay. Yep. Blue is your ATC speed limit. Red is your actual track speed limit. Here we go. We have a 60 mile an hour board. This train does make a different noise, and it's awesome. So our first stop is Harlem. This is a local service. We are not going express. It's something how a different DLC can look different and be the same thing. So I'm going to make it to... Well, we're going uphill, so I'm going to just lower the speed to minimum. We're going to actually start losing speed because it's a pretty high grade up where I would point for. There we go, 10.0. I'm just keeping an eye on the boards. See, I'm afraid to coast because we're going so steep right now. That's what I was worried about right there. See? It changed. And there's no way of me knowing before it changes. And it, like, immediately penalizes you for speeding. And I know that's something that you can't turn off on these ones, but I definitely hope they make that a little more lenient, I guess. Like, actually give you time to slow down. Because I know at least with the M7s, if you got... When it switched, you had to get at least 50% brake. And it would negate it. It wouldn't trip it because you were slowing down. I don't get the chance to slow down. I have a 45 board coming, so I'm just going to kind of chill here. Maybe the train will coast and slow down. Or not. Alright, we're going uphill. And we, look at that. Beautiful blue skies for right now. beautiful blue skies. We're a little bit behind because the train decided for us to brake for no reason. But it's okay, you know, we can be a little bit behind and make up time. There comes a, I like listening to them go by. There goes an M7. Concentrating, getting closer to the station. But we'll have to start slowing down anyway because we have a 40-mile-an-hour board.
This station is Harlem 125th Street. As you leave the train, please watch the gap between the train and the platform.
So, as we get ready to leave Harlem, I'll talk about PA announcements. Concentrate. Now, break.
This station is Harlem 125th Street. This is the train to Stamford. The next station is Fordham.
Okay. We'll go. The PA announcements. They actually did a lot better than I thought they would. I thought they were going to do bad. I know the reason why it's not the same voice you hear on the train. Because
attention at Harlem 125th. The 3:30 p.m. train to North White Plains will arrive on track 1. Repeat, the 3:30 p.m. train to North White Plains will arrive on track 1.
I got totally distracted by that PA announcement at the platform. That was pretty good. So I know they probably had to have someone do the re-record for the stations. So, like, they actually don't sound bad. Like, they're pretty decent.
This is the train to Stamford. The next station is Fordham.
Like, I get the feel of what they were, like, that they're trying to imitate New York's PA announcement, so I'm not upset about that. They did miss out on the chime, though. I'm honestly surprised I didn't have that. I don't know if that chime is copyrighted or not. But that little ping that goes off whenever the PA announcements go would have, probably made a lot of people not realize it's not the same person. I will be, later on, I'm going to be testing this on different routes to see if the PA announcements work for those. Similar to like how New Jersey Transit actually worked on like Long Island. It was weird, but those are later on. We're all about this new stuff right now. All right, the next station is Fordham. This is okay. So I have always preferred the design of this train over the M7s. I don't know if that's a popular opinion or not, and just hear me out. Slow down a little bit first too. Growing up, you know, riding the Long Island Railroad dominantly, but a couple times on Metro North. You see it on here with the M3As. They have the blue stripe down the side. Now, the same went from the New Haven equivalent of it that had the red stripe down the side, just like we currently with the newer trains. I really think that that was a missed opportunity with the M7s to do kind of maybe not necessarily black and blue, but white and blue to offset the red and black. Because I think red and black is the Connecticut state color, which, you know, that's fine. That you know it's a Connecticut train with the colors. But I definitely think that it would have looked great like that. And then even this little bit right here, it has the same windows as the M7 and M9s, but they put black paint there. And it adds just so much more like depth into it when it goes by. That shine or sleekness. Maybe I can, well, I know I can, because I'm not creative. But definitely take an M9 and, well, hell, Long Island's already kind of got what you're going for with their front, because it's white and blue. But kind of like that, the white and blue similar to how this one is, and then you take that stripe down the side. I think that would look good, great for the other parts of Metro North. Alright, 2.5 miles away from Fordham. Fordham was my station. I had to get on Metro North. This is where I got on it, unless I needed to use the, oh, I'm blanking out. I'm just so much to talk about. Unless I needed to get on the Hudson line, then I had a different station I had to get on. But as for Harlem and New Haven, Fordham was my station. Fordham Road started not shortly after Pelham Parkway ended. We're not too far from the Bronx Zoo. It's a bus ride still, though. You ain't gonna walk. You can't walk that. Another M7. We're within 10,000 feet. I'm not gonna accelerate anymore. We are a little bit behind. It doesn't help that I was too busy BSing and listening to PA announcements at Harlem. I will try to remember that. The honk at stations that we don't stop at. No promises. No promises at all. I don't know if that's a Metro North thing. I heard somebody say it could be an Amtrak thing. But I honestly don't know myself. Fordham is a bigger station that does accommodate all the cars. 60 mile an hour board too before we get to it, so it's actually kind of good. I was hoping there'd be an M7.
This station is Fordham. As you leave the train, please watch the gap between the train and the platform.
Yep, parts of Fordham are under the overpass. Hey, 7 feet, I'll take it. That's a good one. So we are Fordham. As you can see, the track leans a little bit because of the bend. The electrical equipment. Currently it's down, but I'll definitely show you guys after it gets raised. I paid attention this time. We have our next destination. Four miles. Now, this is a local service, but because of the path that this takes, it does not stop at every station. At least while we're on the Harlem line. Okay, I'm surprised it didn't tell us that Mount Vernon East was next. I keep looking. So I don't believe the Harlem line had it, but the Long Island commuter did. When you're switching tracks, or the car that you're in loses contact with the third rail, how it kind of blips on power like you don't have it. That is the thing in this one. It's quite interesting in some parts because there is a lot of switchings. With lots of trees. Lots and lots of trees. And we have trees, and then that wall has graffiti. That sign, I don't know what they did, but it kind of is just like a disco or something. It's just partying over there. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. The sign has a mind of its own. We're going uphill. I need to speed up. Because we are still behind schedule, so I gotta work on that. Wow, this is the tiniest thing. Oh! Just clips the guy in the shoulder and he just spins like a top. So I'm gonna have to slow down for sure though, because we have some yellow lights. And I feel like the game getting close to a yellow is gonna flip and be like, oh, you need to slow down drastically. Where's that ATC key? Okay, so with the yellow lights, we are slowing down. Oh. Told you. Okay, whew, I got it to... I was ready for it that time. I knew it was coming, though. And there is like that slight delay when you go from forward to back, and seconds. Okay, so where are we going to? I think this is Woodlawn. Well, if I want to get a screenshot with both of the trains, this would be the time now. Yeah, this is Woodlawn, I'm quite sure. Yep, Woodlawn. Photo mode! You gotta have like one, possibly. Right? Rotation! Rotation helps. See, look at that. Professional photo. That one will be eligible for the thumbnail. If I couldn't get one that's good like that, I'd like to try to get one with a, possibly an Amtrak passing me, or I'm passing it. I think that would be it, probably what best sums up this route. So we are now actually peeling off from the Harlem line. There we go. We're now officially peeling off from the Harlem line. We are actually heading on this little stretch that is just Metro North. It is just in a little spot for M8's. Do they send M7s up here for whatever reason? I have no idea. I don't think so. I think, honestly, the farthest that one could go is maybe Pelham. But I don't know. I think it switches over before Pelham. I'm yawning. Sorry, I had a long day at work. Station is coming up. So I think they could stop here if needed. But I don't think they do. I think the changeover happens actually right before Pelham. We're only going 55 in a 60. We're doing really good on that. The lights did go green again for us. Just, it's simple. Like, the tracks lean, which is something. Keeps your speed up. I timed that pretty well. This does have really good brakes too. Like, it's right there on par with the 7 and 9. Seven again. I'll take it. So yeah, they'll probably have to fix that, because apparently Mount Vernon East does not get a PA announcement. I think we're right on schedule now. We've clawed back from the mishap. Yes, we are. We have to wait a little bit. That's good. I'm not upset about that. Granted, I don't have enough time to really get out of the train and explore, because they do have like little secrets around. Like, I don't know if that's one of them, but stuff like that. I think stuff like that is a handicap ramp or a different type of ramp. At the trash. Oh, there. That's one for sure. The taxi is one of them. Okay. All right. So we got 5 seconds before we're about to leave. Mount Vernon East. Locking the doors. Go via location. Pelham Power changeover. That is where we're going to change over.
This is the train to Stamford. The next station is Pelham.
That is where we are going to change over, and I'm going to try to change over before it tells me to, because we have to stop at Pelham, which is not far after where the game tells you to, and I've overshot Pelham already. Pelham's not far. Alright, so there it is. I'm going to cut the power all the way down. Up. I think it's up now. Yep, it is. Oh! Oh! I wish I didn't. Oh, I almost caught it going up. Oh. Okay. It goes up and down with the track. That's awesome. Or with the wire. So, alright. And there we go. We have power now. We're good now. We are officially changed over to our pentagraph, I think it's called. I'm going to Google that really quick. That's what it is. We're going to slam on the brakes, though. We're going 50. We're going really fast in the Pelham. But as I said, this thing has really good brakes. Dang,
This
14.
station is Pelham. This is the train to Stamford. The next station is New Rochelle.
New Rochelle. And hey, we'll allow it. He can get on, see? He's getting on. pantograph. A pantograph, not a. So I was right for the most part. All right, so we're gonna look around. We went over a little bit, but that door. This is where I count if I overshot the platform or not. So I'm good. We are good. We'll take a look at the train here. We have the state of Connecticut. The one thing I noticed on this one, and I actually didn't pay attention to see if it's a Metro North thing, the American flags that are on the Long Island Railroad that says, you know, serve with pride, they don't have it on these. I just wonder why they never put that on there. Alright. We're 30 seconds behind, but we're okay. Next station is New Rochelle.
This is the train to Stamford. The next station is New Rochelle.
Okay, he's done talking. Alright, New Rochelle, the first station that we'll hit after reconnecting with Amtrak. We are, once we hit New Rochelle, we will be officially a part of the Northeast Corridor. Which a lot of people, you know, they did give Train Sim World some, of course they got some heat dovetailed for charging as much as they did for the route itself. Slow down. Okay. Because, you know, technically we already owned a good... I had it below. That's not cool, game. I was below and acknowledged. Luckily, I was already going slow enough. I don't, honestly, I don't care. Like, would I take a discount for it? Of course. You know, money. But, like, they reworked a lot. And they added it. And I'm one of those guys that actually had New Rochelle to Newark Airport or whatever back on the original Train Sim World. I technically buying the routes 3 times. And I like what we got. I'm still happy about it, and I don't mind. The same thing with Long Island. I didn't mind rebuying it because they fixed a lot on it. Now, one thing I will look for, we don't see it in this route, but the going into Penn Station, when you're going through Queens, you're actually supposed to go over the N&W, and we're going to look for that when we do that route. I know that was missing last time. I do hope they added that, because that's kind of a big thing.
Rochelle. As you leave the train, please watch the gap between the train and the platform.
New Rochelle, and they did get, like, New Rochelle is like that. It is just a small big city in the middle of nowhere, and we're still New Rochelle, still in New York. We are still in New York. Yeah, I had to think of where's where. We're up in Westchester County now. Now, the farthest that I have ever rode Metro North on this line is up to Rye. So, anything, once we hit Rye, when we go past that, I don't know. We are definitely gently going into the station. We have a red light at the end of it. My childish side is like, ooh, maybe an Amtrak will pull up beside us, but I'm blocking him right now, so there is one. Very slow. I probably could go a little bit faster. Oh, this is agonizing. Going so slow. Okay. It's got me pretty much coming to the end of the platform.
This station is New Rochelle. This is the train to Stamford. The next station is Larchmont.
Larchmont. I hear cars. It made me think of the train, but no, just cars. The next station is Larchmont. That's a cool photo. I'll do that. I think it's an honorary photo. While we're waiting. Oh shit! I unlocked it. Maybe they won't unlock. All right. And we have a green light. Let's get on. Next launch. Oh.
This is the train to Stamford. The next station is Larchmont.
Let me get this straight, guys. We couldn't have him say Mount Vernon East, but we got him to say Lunch Munch. Lunch. Oh my god, I'm butchering it. That's gonna be the next thing you see on YouTube is like a bunch of PSAs about how to pronounce this station. Oh my goodness. Alright, so now that we have officially passed New Rochelle, we are officially on the Northeast Corridor. And we have an M8 coming towards us. Going to accelerate. There is a 70-mile-an-hour board, but it hasn't given us it. Still keeping us at like 50, which is fine. We're actually fairly close to on time. We're not. I wouldn't dib us late yet. We're definitely teetering on late though. We're on the upside though. We are not no Merry Christmas Long Island late like that video. We had terrible luck in the snow. Whose idea was it to do snow? All right, so. Okay, that was weird. It pulled it up, but when I started slowing down, it immediately got rid of my warning. I thought I had acknowledged that.
This station is Larchmont. As you leave the train, please watch the gap between the train and the platform.
Overshoot this. Yep, I may have overshot that one.
This station is Larchmont. This is the train to Stamford. The next station is Mamaroneck.
Mamaroneck. And... damn, I did overshoot it. I don't know why I tried to get to the end of the platform. It was telling me to stop here. No, I've got to be fancy. Knew that was gonna bite me in the ass. Walk. Oh, were we right now? Actually, were we right next to 95? The last time that I was in New York, and it could have been this station too. I had no idea because I was on the highway, but I did get to see.
Train to Stamford. The next station is Mamaroneck.
Mamaroneck. I got to at least see an M8 with my own eyes driving on the highway, which is right there. That's I-95. It runs parallel with it a good bit. Also went into Connecticut for a little bit, going upstate. It's like, welcome to Connecticut. 5 minutes later, welcome to New York. Like, the highway just teases you a little. Just looking a little head down the track. My Marin. It's a good bit away. I'm gonna now back off of it and coast. We are going downhill, so right where we're at probably be quite good. 4 miles an hour. I was hoping it was, there it is, 75. We going fast. Not to overshoot this station. Can't do that. No. Can't.
This station is Mamaroneck. As you leave the train, please watch the gap between the train and the platform.
My Marin. Yeah, not overshooting it this time. 6 feet.
This station is Mamaroneck. This is the train to Stamford. The next station is Harrison.
Harrison. Okay. We are waiting. Just glancing out there. I don't know if there's any other trains nearby. I have to wait. Have to wait 5 seconds before, or 10 seconds before leaving officially. Harrison. Not to be confused with the other Harrison.
This is the train to Stamford. The next station is Harrison.
Purposely accelerate a little slower. So sorry about that. My wife interrupted me to brag that she caught a Mewtwo in fire red. Only thing I could do is just shake fist angrily at her. Alright, we gotta slow down anyway. Hit the acknowledger anyway. I'm honestly surprised that we haven't seen an Amtrak yet.
This station is Harrison. As you leave the train, please watch the gap between the train and the platform.
Because I don't own. There's an Amtrak one that I don't own. I think it's like their freight or whatever. And then there's one other like freight line that I don't own. But as for like your straight commuter stuff, I own all of it. So there should be either a regional or an Excella coming through. No, I overshot the marker a little bit, but
This station is Harrison. This is the train to Stamford. The next station is Rye.
Rye! The AI honked! They honk pulling into the stations. That shouldn't make me that happy. I'm just looking to see if there's something coming from behind. Nothing. Come back! Is he just, what is he? He is going to Grand Central. I will say, I like the fact that the trains are all in pairs. In real life, Metro North does have like an oddball single car that they add, but they add it in the worst spot in between the two, so it's highly noticeable. So, you made me very happy. I just want you to know that. Dang, I would even go for an Amtrak coming the other way to snag a photo. Just not meant to be, I guess. Closed door. Granted, I think rush hour is starting now where people are, at least with the game's timetable, they're leaving now. So we're a little ahead of rush hour. Our return trip will definitely be going into rush hour.
To Stamford. The next station is Rye.
Rye. And New Yorkers will get this. Even people from Connecticut coming down on Metro North. If you're going to Playland, you can get off at Rye and get on the B-Line bus, and it will take you there. I think, like, at least when I went, that was a very long time ago, it was a free shuttle bus that if you had a Metro North ticket, you could get on the B-Line to Playland. And when you were done at Playland, if you showed your Metro North ticket, you got on that bus, and it would take you back to the station. Oh, it tripped. It didn't give me a chance. So unfortunately, we're going to have to come to a complete stop, but we'll get going immediately. Yeah, that's gotta... I hope they make that a little more forgiving. I don't mind it stopping you if you generally mess up, but it definitely messes my flow. I don't think I've only done it like 3 times. Which honestly isn't so bad for my run record. We're doing good and we're still on time. So I still have to remember to honk. That's my problem. I forget to honk before entering the stations. Ugh. 3,000 feet and lowering. It's a B.
This station is Rye. As you leave the train, please watch the gap between the train and the platform.
Miles in transit ruined me. Every time I think of the B-Line bus now, just his little puppet site pop-up that he has. I don't even know what it's from. Like, it's probably from, like, in between the lines or something. It's like, it's a B. And I'm like, Now I can't not think it. Now I'm going to hit the brakes fully and come to almost a complete stop. You see, Rye is a fairly long station to fully accommodate all the...
This station is Rye. This is the train to Stamford. The next station is Port Chester.
Port Chester. All right, so we're going to look around while we're here at Rye. Now I seen something that I think it was in their live stream. Yep, it is Rye. Rye has the old platform gangway, or you could walk under the station. A little far without being on foot to get to it. That's a nifty little detail. Worcester.
This is the train to Stamford. The next station is Portchester.
Portchester. So, in real life, it would go, this is the train to, and then actually tell you all the stops and stopping it. Granted, I understand why they don't have that in this, because that would be a lot of PA announcements. So, you know, having what they got, I still like their PA announcements. I was really worried about it. I think the only thing I'm just like, give me the chime. Give me the chime. That's it. So we're almost there. I'm concentrating. I don't know why. I'm trying to look at the numbers as it counts down, and it doesn't matter because I can't see them. They're so tiny. Got to be there in a minute stopping, so we're so
this
far.
This station is Portchester. As you leave the train, please watch the gap between the train and the platform.
Portchester. I do like breaks that they have Americans for the American PA announcements. Like, if it's not an American that's making the PA announcements, he's actually doing a fairly good neutral accent. Which, considering that I am not a voice coach, I only know from, like, watching House and stuff like that.
This station is Portchester.
Hearing them
this
talk.
This is the train to Stamford. The next station is Greenwich.
Oh, we're in Greenwich. We are officially in Connecticut then. But from at least interviews and stuff with like British actors to try to do American accents, it's very hard. There is nothing behind us. 1601. So we are officially in Connecticut though, Greenwich. I don't actually know what the first station in Connecticut is. It might be this one. We'll have to look at it.
This is the train to Stamford. The next station is Greenwich.
Oh, Greenwich is a good bit too. 2.5 miles. So that definitely could be your state line right there. Beep. 2 miles. We're going uphill. Makes it a little tricky. Minimum power. That actually is working just fine. Exactly what we're going for. Just enough to get up the hill. Alright, well, they gave us a little more speed. They gave us a lot more speed. Definitely a howl that this train gives compared to the 9. I really thought they were similar in sounds. But they do sound different. Which, you know, I have a couple other ideas of what I want to do. I just don't know if they'll make it into videos. Could possibly make it into a short. Sorry, I started yawning again. Maybe a short would suffice those ideas. Like having an M9 and M8 leave at the same time so you can hear the difference. We're on a downhill, and I'm slowing down anyway slightly because we are getting close to Greenwich.
This station is Greenwich. As you leave the train, please watch the gap between the train and the platform.
So I don't know if it's just this. It might be just this line in particular, but it's a lot of stations coming out of a bend. Seven.
This station is Greenwich. This is the train to Stamford. The next station is Coscog.
Coscog. Yeah, I have no idea. No idea. Coscog. Just spawned in. Coscog. We're getting close, I think.
This is the train to Stamford. The next station is Coscog.
Coscog. There's literally another M7 right behind us. That's right. The Harlem effect is back, but this time in red. Now we got some yellows coming up, so I'm gonna be on my guard. Oh, there goes an Excella. Oh, got it. Oh, I'm sideways still. I'm still sideways. Oh, God. You know, this is why. Okay. We have an Excella leaving, but I think, actually, having it rotated like that a little bit. There you go. That's probably going to be your thumbnail winner. I got an Excella. That was the goal. The main goal originally was at a regional trying to pass. That did not happen. But I got an Excella coming the other direction, that will be fine. I'm pretty sure by the time that you know we have.
Is Coscog. As you leave the train, please watch the gap between the train and the platform.
By the time, you know, Train Sim World 27 comes out, we'll have the whole Northeast corridor from like Trenton to Boston. dark for no reason. I wonder if the weather's changing. Oh!
Is Coscob. This is the train to Stamford. The next station is Riverside.
The door's still opened up. They're not supposed to. I did overshoot just a hair. The train, though, it did tell me to stop at the #1 marker. A little different than Long Island. I don't know Metro North's philosophy on the where I'm supposed to stop. That's a 1. A 2, so I'm assuming 1 car pass, 2 car pass. That's going to be 3, obviously. Is there a 4?
To Stamford. The next station is Riverside.
There isn't a 4. Oh, got a... Oh, wow. That's...
This station is Riverside.
Yes, Riverside's living up to its name of being beside a river. I'm here all week. I'm here all week. All right. Here we go. Screenshot with some boats.
Please watch the gap between the train and the platform.
So I already pretty much now have the idea for what the thumbnail will be, so any of these pictures now being taken, they're gonna get put up on my Facebook, so you guys can head over there, check it out.
This station is Riverside. This is the train to Stamford. The next station is Old Greenwich.
Old Greenwich. Did this? Oh, these doors open. And I actually stopped, actually kind of spot on, so these doors should not have opened. I expect more. I'll just manually close all the doors. There we go. It honestly doesn't make sense that those doors open. They have worked on some of it, I've noticed. Oh. There it is. There it is. We got it. We got the thumbnail. Like, oh, man, I didn't think I was going to get this. I threw the towel in. Like, that is beautiful. Oh, screenshot saved. I'm actually going to take that photo and upload that one as well. That is exactly what I wanted. There goes an Amtrak regional. So, in theory, I haven't made it that far yet to check it out. But I am pretty sure that if you start in Trenton and you type in the number train, like how each train has a number, you can search by number. If it works, in theory, you could drive the same exact train from Trenton to Penn Station, and then do it from Penn to Stamford.
To Stamford. The next station is Old Greenwich.
And then, unfortunately, you have to skip a little bit of track from Stamford to... I'm going. It's going to trip it. It did not trip it. So I just need to learn the safety features. Granted, we skipped the little bit in between Stamford and... Oh, my brain broken. It's that place in Rhode Island. Providence. Yes, there we go. In theory, then do Providence to Boston all in the same train. Now, it is not confirmed. I have not checked this out, but that might be something on a future project to do. Granted, the time of day might be a little funky, because I'm pretty sure it says you're supposed to arrive at some point. I will be either late or early. Hopefully early, so it makes more sense. We are coming up to Old Greenwich.
This station is Old Greenwich. As you leave the train, please watch the gap between the train and the platform.
Yeah, I started thinking with my stomach. Oh no. Full break. I fucked up that time. Yep, that one's on me. I accidentally hit the emergency brake. Sorry, guys. Luckily, we were already so slow that it didn't actually hurt us much with recharge, 'cause it will wipe the thing out completely. Minimum brake. Good. Slam.
This station is Old Greenwich. This is the train to Stamford. The next station is Stamford.
Ah, the next station is Stamford, and ooh, oh, look at that! Oops, I went through the platform. That's close. I guess the perfect stop in my eyes is the front of the train, right there. All right. It is only 8,000 feet away. Maybe a little more, but by the time I was finished saying it, we've been there.
The next station is Stamford.
All right, so it is 16. I'll say 16:20. We'll try to find something for our return trip remotely close to that time. So the Metro North half of this expansion, I've actually enjoyed it. They do need to fix the Harlem Shake, whatever you want to call it, where the trains are bottlenecked that much. I do think they need to fix that. It's not a deal breaker, especially when it's just them backed up. When it makes you actually stop and wait forever, that's the problems. they're switching tracks, so I'm gonna slow down. As for what you get for it, it is a lot, especially if you didn't play the first Train Sim World with the Amtrak part. Of course, you got to have a lot to get a lot, but it's all implemented, which makes it honestly very lively. Oh my god, we are slowing down in the Stamford. The fact that I went in the beginning and had the Harlem trains, the M3 and the M7, and then when we got to here, we had Amtrak. That is very impressive from what we used to beg for.
This station is Stamford. As you leave the train, please watch the gap between the train and the platform.
Okay, so we are pretty much crawling into Stamford. I think right now we're getting a red light because of the Amtrak that passed us is now in front of us. So hopefully when he continues on, we will get a green light. Hi. Okay, there's their turns. Their signals are right there. Needless to say, I am correct. There's the Amtrak right there in front of us. We're waiting on it to move. But once he gets out of the way, we will be able to continue right into the station. Hurry up! Oh, but that's... What in the... That's bullshit. He got to go past me. I wonder where that one's going. I didn't catch it. Check the map. Okay, he is leaving. So we should get a yellow. Here we go. We now have clearance to go. I'm pretty sure on this set of tracks, though, Amtrak does get the right-of-way. Yeah, at least in real life. So it just makes sense that we got stuck behind it. It's our last stop. The one next to us might be going to New Haven. It'd be really messed up if he closed the doors and left. Like, there could be people on this train needing it. And we are now here. Welcome to Stamford. I'm like, if that trip's in, like, I'm just gonna stop and end it. It did. We're gonna stop here. Get out. Not, I'm not fighting with it. I'm fought with it too much today. Now everybody has to run. Where is this one? Yep, that one's going to New Haven. So that was probably an express to New Haven, or at least for the most part. Alright, we are unloading passengers. We've have made it to the end of this journey. Alright. Oh, I wonder if it's taking longer. Oh, see? Well, those doors did not open because they didn't fully platform. So I wonder if it's just a thing they have to adjust. With the train telling us to stop so much later. That it doesn't register the front half of the train, but the back half it does. That's pretty, you know, I'm okay with that. So we need to find our return trip roughly around 1620. It's telling me to unload passengers, but I'm going to. Oh, it won't even let me scoot up. Oh, well, I'm getting off. I'm getting out of here. Oh, I've been pushed by the door. Failed. Happened. Oh, look at that. That's Boston South, Boston. Yeah. So in theory, yeah, that would work. Guys, we have working escalators. My God. I didn't think this could be a thing, but it is. I still don't have the lower half. No legs or anything. But we have escalators that work. It says unlock doors. I did unlock the doors. How much more do you want unlocked? They're unlocked. Oh well, I'm gonna stop it here. I hope everybody has enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time.